Hi, Chris. Welcome back, everybody. You join us for the finals of the DTC Invitational tournament. And we have Rob with his Necrons facing Dick with his Chaos Knights.
Quelle surprise!
We're playing the ritual for the final round. It should be on 500. But let me check.
Yes, it's a lot of big dick energy. E-D-E.
5
B-D-E.
Hundy.
B-D-E. B-D... What?
It's gonna be amazing. So place your bets now. Brian will either collect your money or hand you your winnings.
Nah.
Dick is also fielding the very, very competitive broodje kroket.
Yes.
Which you can see.
And vlammetjes.
Broodje kroket and vlammetjes right over here.
Yeah. And now with his fat fingers, he is touching his miniatures.
Yes. And Chris's Nurglings.
Narrating every step.
Can you please just touch every single one of Chris's Nurglings real quick?
Yeah.
Chris, there might be mayonnaise on your models tomorrow.
They're mine now.
Look at me, look at me. I'm the Nurgling now.
You touch it, you buy it.
Also, he's never getting those nerds.
We do need more beer, Chris. That is correct.
So guess what?
Are you coming over to bring us some?
We're holding a beer right now. Did you, by the way, see on Facebook your memory reminder of 12 years ago?
Oh no, but I over the last year I've been receiving so many memories where we just have so many lovely, lovely
it was
pictures
the picture
of
of Stadler and Waldorf with us tagged in it.
No. It was yesterday, I think.
Yeah, yesterday. So as you can see, they're still deploying. There's some stuff in reserve. I would almost say the usual.
Dick, Chris says it's a biohazard to even touch his model, so... It's a biohazard to even touch Chris's model, so finger them at your own risk. Oh, here he goes again, Chris. I know, right? I've paid Brian a very handsome sum of money to co-host with me today, especially for these kind of comments.
What money?
Shh.
Oh.
We're a non-profit organization.
Yeah. Profit? What? Mr. Dodo, that's false news.
What is a war dice? That is a good question.
Yeah.
Rob, we got a question in the comment section. What is a war dice?
A bald, handsome man with a face for the radio and a voice for the radio.
Do we qualify as a club, Chris? Do we qualify as a club, Amsterdamned Wargaming?
Well, so far with every Battle of the Clubs,
we have a very steady, consistent number of members. That is a fact.
But isn't wargaming one word? So A-W?
If you want it to be, we don't want it to be. Tabletop is also one word, but TTT uses 3 letters as well. Bow down for the order. Yeah, nah, CJ. I don't see
Since
that
when is CJ on the order?
Since forever, man. Haven't
What?
you heard? He's taken that club to a whole new level.
I can imagine.
Hmm.
Amsterdam War Gangsters. What?
Which podcast?
What? The DTC.
Yeah, see, that's not that's not the order.
I actually listened to the podcast.
I did not.
Yeah,
no.
I did.
I did not.
I
have
actually
the time.
knew, but I just wanted to infuriate you all.
We have a lot of people rooting for Rob tonight. Is there anyone out there rooting for Dick? I know Chris is.
Is Dick actually member of a club? We ask him right now, live.
It's
Oh,
the
no.
BDC, the Big
It's
Dick
a
Club.
Big Dick Club.
It's sort of a solo operation.
Yeah.
But, you know, someone has to do it.
Guess what? More Nurglings in the middle. Oh, they're rolling off already. Ah, I see that War Dice logo. Oh no, wait, it's a Dutch team logo. Guess what? Rob is going first. But is that a good thing or a bad thing? Freaky Chrissy? No, Rob has not conceded yet. He actually just started.
Jovis? Ik ben toch familie gegaan. Oude beldak ben. Has Rob conceded yet? No, not yet.
I just told them.
I'm lagging. Leave me alone.
There's no technical difficulties, there's only lagging.
So the final score in the game of Dick versus Jovis was something to more for Dick. 91,
Sorry, say what?
91 to Dick to 50 for Jovis.
What happened, Joseph? Shit happened. Not enough
Jovis,
happened.
That is his actual name.
What, Jovis? Yeah, it's with an F.
Yeah.
Jofis.
ES.
ES, sorry. I actually have it on video that it's pronounced Jovis.
Yeah. The only reason he spells it differently is for privacy reasons.
Yes.
Because of his work. No.
Yes, thank you, Chris. It's all in the pronunciation.
Jovis.
Just a heads up as well. We are run over by chess players all over the place now.
Yeah, so if all of a sudden you see little kids' hands
Yeah.
going up to the table and touching all the minis,
Yeah, especially Chris's Nurglings. Just
yeah, know that child abuse will take place tonight.
yeah. Next to that, there's
No, we're
also
kidding,
another
we're
Warhammer
kidding.
club here.
This is being recorded. We're kidding about child abuse.
Oh yeah, there's no child abuse. Don't blacklist us, YouTube. No, okay.
There's police present in the form of Jovis, so we're being watched.
Yeah, and Dan.
Is Dan
Yeah.
a member of the police force as well? I thought he was the military.
Yeah, same. Potato, potato.
It's pretty much the same. Don't get anything done
Yeah.
either of them.
And is the club now playing here in this venue the Fallen Angels, or is it the former Fallen Angels? Lost Legion. Oh, they've lost their Legion. So
They fell down so hard they lost themselves.
Dan hammered. Yes, I love it. CJ, do you want to be on stream tomorrow morning? Just
Who is CJ playing against?
yes. Let me see. Is CJ playing
CJ
tomorrow? Yeah,
CJ
he's
is
coming
playing
with your
tomorrow.
camera. He's playing Ithamar Dingyan.
Oh, I don't think we can have him on stream because I will never be able to pronounce that name.
Just call him ID.
Bob.
With Grey Knights. Where does this guy come from? Maybe
You don't think
Root
it's going to be a
knows.
long game, CJ? Do you mean in your favor or? So Rob doing his first movement phase. Getting back on topic.
One of the Norwegian guys,
I'm
probably.
not actually sure. Did Rob want to go first here?
What?
Did Rob want to go first here?
I don't know. One way to find out the end result.
Ask him.
Yeah. Why do you think it's not a long game?
Dick went first with deployment.
CJ. You afraid your dark lenses will do too much damage? Look at the list. What list? His,
I
mine.
cannot open the list,
Yours.
CJ, because I'm not listed as a participant. So
I can.
I'm
I can tell
banned
you.
from the lists, which is helpful if you're doing a stream on those actual lists.
Oh, it actually has 0 librarians. It still has 6 characters.
Yeah, chaplains are supposed to be pretty alright.
Is Stern, Drago, another Grandmaster, a Brotherhood Tech Marine, a Brotherhood Chaplain, a Brotherhood Champion.
It's taking the whole circuits.
Yeah, it's like the whole band of brothers over there, just hippity hopping over the table.
So it looks like Rob actually chose not to infiltrate any of its raids, because there's one unit over here, then there's one unit. Oh, you did? There's units of raids in that drawing of mine. And I'll remove it because there's kids walking around.
Oh, he also has a Land Raider. Yeah,
Tomorrow
we'll probably
morning-
stream someone else. Yes, Chris, we can't wait. By the way, bring your wireless camera
And the photo light. And beers.
for the gimbal.
Beers at 9 AM. If I'm there, for sure. If I'm still hungover in my hotel, then no.
Ah. I'll drop and stream. Is this?
We're not quite sure yet, CJ, who we're going to stream tomorrow. There's a couple of matchups which we think might be cool. One we discussed was Lenny versus Peter, because also both those armies they look cool on the table. If you have any recommendations, let us know, man. We're not very opinionated, so. We actually discussed having Shop on stream, but then I think someone voted against it. Oh, yeah, actually, the cameras are just going to be facing me and Chris. There's no game going to be streamed. It's just me and Chris.
Why?
Shit. Because that's what people want, man. You
But
gotta
I
give the
am
people
the
what they
handsome
want.
Warhammer player. I should be on the camera. If I need to believe Dean and Adam.
CJ, do you mean Peter versus Lenny? That would be a great game.
Model-wise,
Model-wise, it would be dope.
yeah. But can't
What is-
zoom with your camera, right?
Well, if I move it down, it will sort of zoom in.
Yeah. So no. Let me
What list is Peter bringing?
I was just checking that. I was wondering if he's bringing his monolith. Peter Meyer is bringing Nightbringer, a Technomancer, Transcendent Catan. Okay, no surprises there.
Nope.
Oh, it's a Canoptic Court. So we're gonna continue with a Canoptic Doomstalker. Scarabs, Wraiths.
Such a surprising and original list.
Yeah,
Man.
single destroyer.
I see what happened there. His keyboard was stuck on C, V, and Control.
Control C, Control V. And last but not least, a unit of Tomb Blades.
Oh, for the actual flavor in it.
Yeah,
yes.
there's some flavor. So,
I do think that'd be a cool matchup, though.
yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely one up for the picking. Otherwise, if you have any other suggestions, let us know.
And then it's actually also nice to see deployment, because if Peter can deploy first and screen out the midboard with his infiltrating raids,
Yep.
because if I'm not, if I might be correct, but I think Lenny has Marnies Galgar with aggressors and infiltrating Biologies.
Fun.
Ja.
Fun.
Nee. Als jullie een klok willen.
We're being asked if we want to see a chess clock, but I mean, we'll be packing up in half an hour and leave, so I don't care.
That was a joke.
Yeah. We'll be here all night.
All night long.
That's your turn done then, Rob? That's you done?
Yep.
Scored 3 for homers? Rico versus Frank. I'll ask Brian in a minute what list they're playing. So Rob finished his turn 1, basically set himself up, I reckon, for coming turns. Scored 3 points on the homers of the teleportation kind. Guard Horde versus Space Marines. Chaos Space Marines. That'd be cool. I'm just wondering whether or not that's like, I know that stream games tend to last a little bit longer because players are being asked questions, etc., etc. And I'm just not sure if Rico needs all the time he needs with a Guard Horde army, but we can definitely check and ask. Who do you guys feel will probably make it to the top tables in the later rounds, guys? It's definitely a cool game visually. Player is now measuring out potential charge distances. So this this dog into these raids needs a 10-inch charge, from what I heard. Lenny, Peter, Florian, Dick. You don't reckon you yourself will be on one of the top tables, CJ? I mean, personally, my money is on Chris to win the whole thing.
Yeah, the matchups are indeed very rough, and
I just asked the chat which players they expect to be in the top tables in the later rounds of the tournament.
So we will not stream them first round.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I mean, if we do Lenny and Peter, they won't be facing each other after that anyway, so...
No. Just need to check with Lenny and Peter. I'm also not that confident into my first matchup, but we'll find out. So Dick is busy moving all his knights left, right, and center. Already going into the middle board. Taking that easy teleport homers. To answer the question, I am playing Jochem from Wardice with a Chaos Space Marine list. I would almost say the cookie cutter standard Chaos Space Marine list. But I might be mistaken.
Who are you playing round one? Jochem.
Jochem.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many oblets? 6, if I'm not mistaken.
6.
Yes, 6. Let me see. Where are we? So the basic 3 Chaos Lords of Undivided, 2 units of Legionnaires, unit of Cultists, 3 Rhinos with, guess what? 3 units Chosen, one of them, no. Yeah, one of them being a 10-man unit, 2 Forge Fiends being Nurgle, and 2 units of Obliterators also being Nurgle, Warp Talons being Slanesh, and then twice a teeny tiny unit of Nurglings.
For those of you wondering, by the way, this is a final surviving Nurgling. Did it pass its battle shock, that Nurgling in the middle? So it passed its battle shock, so I reckon we'll see a little homer of teleportation being deployed over there.
Rob just got a yellow card from Ruud. What was the yellow card for? Oh.
By the way, for
No,
those
we're
of you
kidding.
wondering, Dick has a unit of Nurglings in Deep Strike. And those 2 dogs are also in Strategic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Rob has Pistol Pete, 1 Destroyer, and the Void Dragon in reserve.
Oh, is he going for the 9-inch charge down, eh?
Hey. Oh, still 4 more turns to
What?
get him in. Well, 2 more turns to get him into the game. To rapid ingress the buddy.
Is the Void Dragon deep striking, or is he just...
I don't think the name Catan have Deep Strike. I think it's only the Transcendent, which would also be a reason to go for a Transcendent rather than a named one over the in the teleportation thing. No, I think the Nightbringer, Deceiver, and Void Dragon neither of them have. Yeah. Dick now checking some line of sight over here for this War Dog into these raids over here.
Maybe next time you should bring a top-down laser.
I don't need to do no such thing. It's up to the players to decide this sort of stuff.
But lasers, Ruben, lasers. Yeah, in the teleport thingy it is, but he's not playing. He's playing Canoptic
I
Court.
mean, the 3-inch rapid ingress deep strike thing for the name dudes. Don't you need to have Deep strike
No.
as a rule?
No, they GW specifically FAQ'd it. They did. Not WTC,
Way
not
to go,
a ruling.
G-dubs.
G-dubs. They actually, they didn't FAQ it, they just clarified the rule that it also works on other units.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah. Yeah, it's bonanza.
Yeah, so I think the shots from the Wardog on the top into those raids whiffed. That is silly. That is silly for a strat to give you deep strike. The reason we're seeing Rob's dome on camera so much is because they're checking for line of sight, guys. It's not because we asked him to just show his bold face the entire time. Right? The glare into
Yeah,
the
the
camera?
glare of that bald head.
Martijn, this is bottom of round 1. So Rob went first, positioned a couple of units, staged himself up for round 2, and then Dick is now moving out of his deployment zone. We're in the shooting phase.
Tomorrow there's even light from the other angle, so if Rob would be playing here again,
Yep.
it would be even shinier.
Even shinier. Glare from 2 sides.
Imagine.
Stereo glare is what you can call it.
We can also dim it if you want, Mr. Dodo. But then it will be in the grim dark again.
Yeah, so these mats are being used on all the tables from the top of my head, or at least most of them, and they
I think all of them.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
They have all the deployment
Yeah.
zones on there.
But it's different art prints, but all the deployment maps are on there.
And one of the things I think is really great is the fact that it has inches on the. You probably won't be able to see it, but
Yeah.
over here you can catch them a little bit. The inches are marked down on the sides as well, and it makes it real easy to deploy your terrain. Oh, come on, Martijn, you still have a hair.
Yeah.
If you curl that bad boy up, just cover your entire head. Just let it grow out. So this is Dick just rattling off all of his what are they called? The Havoc launchers?
Yeah, all the Havoc launchers.
Yeah.
It's non-line of sight, anti-infantry basically. And he's just chipping down those immortals.
I'm just gonna note down Dick's deploy teleport homers already because I don't see any reason why he would fail to do so with the Nurglings in the middle.
Basically an annoying amount of shots without line of sight.
Yeah. Again, these boys over here on the bottom left corner, I think they're casualties, guys, and we'll remove them in a minute.
Yeah, on the previous game, all the Havocs, well,
Hey
all
Wouter,
the
thanks
launchers
for
started
tuning
firing
in.
at Karn, and he was gone. All the Havocs, they just chipped down Karn. It's like, bye bye. In cover, like, fuck it. Just take those saves.
Doesn't Karin just have a 3-up save?
Yeah, so in cover doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Goedenavond Wouter, welkom. So Dick is pondering on what to do. So basically, I think he fired half his army.
Did we also have Chaos Knights versus Necrons last year? I mean, we didn't have an invitation tournament last year, but trying to remember.
Don't know.
Enlighten us, Wouter. Who played against whom during that round?
Well, Rob was playing.
Yeah, it was Dick in the finals last year, but I think he played Necrons last year, no?
Oh yeah. Is it though?
I'm not sure. So that's Dick's turn. He killed off about, I don't know, 7 or so Immortals. Scored his teleport homer. And I'm just going to check whether Rob deployed a new objective last round. 1 sec. Yeah, so Rob, it's impossible to see from the angle of the camera, but Rob deployed his objective right here. And Dick deployed his right here. So Rob is now scoring 5 for the primary. It's actually funny that both of the players also noticed that the home field objectives in this mission, because they're both playing fixed, are worth absolutely nothing. Because neither of them have any interaction with objectives. Like they don't have, say, grots or what have you that could gain you CP. So. So going into Rob's turn 2, I don't think Dick set up a whole lot of charge possibilities for him.
The Immortals came back, a few of them.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
after taxes, Dick killed 3.
I see 3 dead Immortals.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like a flanking pincer maneuver.
Pincer maneuver.
If you look at
Necrons
the
going left, Necrons going right, or do you mean the Chaos Knights?
no, the Chaos Knights.
Oh, all right, fine. I'll draw different arrows then. So
The-
Chaos Knights going right, Chaos Knights going left, and one going down the middle.
Or the other way around.
That's what I'm saying. I'm drawing new arrows, man.
Even drawing, there's no technical difficulties.
This is a channel where we never experience
Yeah.
any technical difficulties. It doesn't appear in our vocabulary, even though it's probably the most used set of words we ever use in this channel. But whatever. Rob now contemplating whether or not he should bring in any of his reserves. As you can see, Rob is being a little bit tentative with moving forward, which is understandable because, like, the charge ranges that Dick has left him are quite awkward, I reckon. But of course, as we all know, at some point you gotta have to move out of your deployment zone, right? Especially with this blob of Chaos Knights down here, because they do have the movement to threaten Rob's main sort of line. Brian is AFK at the minute, TJ. He's coming back in a minute to answer your question.
There's questions?
There he is. Who do you have pegged for top 4?
Ooh, I actually did not look at all the lists. But Dick, probably Ron, depending on his matchups. Ron Elegihu, of course. Florian has a nice list, different than today.
As is Christian, but I think the guard have so many bad matchups that it'll just be rough in a 6-round tournament. Rob has a very strong list, I'd say. Yeah, my bet would be, I think, Ron for sure. If you look at his track record this year and his list, it's just a list that racks up the points so easily. If you win enough of your roll-offs, right, then you're a definite contender.
Yeah, apparently that's my tactic.
I mean, stay the course, right? It's always been, and it's always been successful.
Aaron's list, yeah, he's back to the 3 night spinners.
JC?
What?
JC?
Yeah, JC. CJ.
CJ. I mean, granted, I cannot see anything. Oh, JC is facing... oh no, wait, he's facing Aryan. I thought he was facing Aaron.
Aryan Vinterman.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I mean, both Dan and Jovus brought cool lists, but I think there's for melee-centered armies, there's just too many bad matchups in a 6-round tournament to really go the distance.
Yeah.
Joshua, of course, is also bringing a mean World Leaders list, but again, you're so matchup dependent.
Yep. And roll-off dependent.
Yeah.
And next to that, there's just so much to look at army-wide.
Shop, of course.
Yeah.
How could we forget?
But I'm slightly disappointed though. He's not bringing a Stompa.
Not even the one?
Not even one.
Is he bringing orcs? I mean, if he wasn't, then...
He's bringing orcs.
Wait, he's bringing orcs, no Stompa.
No Stompa.
What's his list?
Let me get him. Where is he? Shop. Oh, the army list name is Bringing Metal to the Meta. He has 4 characters, 18 4-wound vehicles, 3 10-wound vehicles, 3 16-wound vehicles. That's on the top. That's what his list starts with.
Shop, if you're listening, you're an absolute legend and always will be.
And you do the math and bring it down points. Okay, here the list comes. Start with Control C, copy paste. Big Mac shock attack gun, copy paste. Big Mac shock attack gun, copy paste.
He's bringing Big Macs with
Mac
shock attack guns.
Shock attack.
I used that dude in our game on the 31st. Didn't do diddly.
He brings Sogrog Wartstagger. So probably also some grots. No?
Yeah, I reckon there's a unit of 20 grots in there somewhere.
Yeah, unit. Oh, 2 units of 10. Then he actually brought some battle line, probably to put in the trucks that I will mention later. 3 units of boys, all with a power claw and a big shooter. 3 trucks with a wrecking ball and spiked wheels, and he was trying to find wrecking balls in our scene from people.
Just paste a picture of Miley Cyrus on there,
Yeah,
man. Easy does it.
Just print a picture, Mighty Cyrus. I know you can print stuff, you do tattoos, so just, yeah. Next up, 3 battle wagons, all with 4
all the trimmings.
all the trimmings. 4 big shooters, a death roller, grab and claw, kill cannon, lava, wrecking ball, art case. And then 3 units of 6 death copters.
What goes into trucks?
I'm guessing the boys with
Oh, the mega cannon, whatever, the Big Mac with custom.
the shock attack gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the boys. And then the grots go into 2 of the battle wagons, I guess.
Oh man.
Then you only have to deploy 9 units.
Just deep strike your Defcopters.
Yeah, also a possibility. I saw Daniel doing that this afternoon.
It's a solid choice.
Dick,
I mean,
yeah.
they have
If you're
deep
listening,
strike
Shop,
and
the
they're very
Death
flimsy.
Copters, deep strike. Deep strike is the way.
All jokes aside, that is actually a pretty funky list.
Yeah. Well, besides the whole bring it down.
Yeah, I mean, you know, whoever goes for fixed secondaries, right?
Yeah, most of us do.
Shiroy, we cannot put Rob on the stream any more than we're doing right now. We're doing a Darnus, but
Talking about Rob on stream, I saw a little bit of facial appearance. He's not looking happy.
So Dick rapid ingress this this night right here. Rob deep struck his Void Dragon on the bottom right. And we're into Rob's shooting phase currently. So we're now he's now shooting his raids over here with their pistols into this knight. And as the players are pointing out right now, this this objective is being created at the end of turn by Rob.
This is actually a interesting tactic if you're playing against Necrons with the relic. If you start creating objectives in the center of the battlefield, and the Necrons are not holding it for the Kinetic Court, they are still not holding it, so will not get rerolls. So you're constantly upping the level of the amount of objectives.
That's true.
Yeah.
I played the ritual against Joey in my first game against Necrons as well, and that was the same case.
Yeah, and the objectives that you make are being put there at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So the raids on the top left
Yeah, these ones.
are actually making an objective, and Rob was in the assumption that he was holding 2 or more, but that objective would only be put there at the end of the turn. So um, he's not getting any reroll benefits at the moment, which doesn't help against all the war dogs.
Rob was also now forced to use his 1 CP in as a for a reroll and to wound, I think.
There's quite some aggressive dice rolling.
Yeah. I mean, that's also the way we've come to know Rob for his majestic dice rolling technique.
Yeah. Or we should actually call it passionate dice rolling.
Passionate.
Yeah. Those dice go in the tray very passionately.
Sarah's now firing into, I think that. What is he firing into?
I have no clue at the moment.
Yes. Rob is not a slow roller.
Oh, okay. So everything was firing into that middle war dog over there, which now died. Didn't explode.
The Nerdling is invincible!
It is. And the other
Nurgling in the middle survived again. And Rob is deploying a teleport homer right here. Because that dude is partially in Dick's deployment zone, of course, so brings him up to a full 8 on teleport homers. No, sorry, 7. And that is 3 for Rob's bringing down as well, of course. I think the range and the -1 to hit is just in melee, CJ, or were you asking about the range of something else? Medium. Just klein. Cool. Guys, we're muting our mics for a second again because we're our dinner just arrived. If anything worth mentioning comes up, we'll tune back in. The destroyer on the bottom left here, or sorry, bottom right, is partially in Dick's deployment Zomertijn, so that's why you get 7 for deploy.
So I was trying to say earlier that we're having some dinner, so we're muted once in a while. But apparently, Ruben used his God mode, powers off his laptop, to completely mute my mic. So everything I said in the last 5 minutes was for mute. Uh, yeah, your ears only. But apparently, short recap. Dick moved one of his war dogs on the bottom right. Then Pistol Pete, aka the Hexmark destroyer, Overwatch for free on 2 ups. Shot his last wounds off. Dick was a little bit shocked, like with the amount of AP, like, oh shit, I should have respected this model. Started giggling. And then later on, at the end of the movement phase, he actually put on a new knight from Strategic Reserve. So just to rinse and repeat. Next to that, he is also moving his war dogs in such a fashion to keep them away from the Void Dragon as much as possible. Maybe because of an aura ability or something, but not completely sure. He is going through his wounds quite hard though. Void Drain is now down to 5 wounds. Next to that, on the top of the screen, the war dogs are tentatively taking position and just shooting from range, and the carnivores are going Yeetimus Maximus. And I'm gonna mute again to have a slice of pizza. Talk to you in a bit. Okay, little heads up. Void Dragon's gone. As I just said, chipping away the wounds, he started not chipping but lumberjacking away those wounds. And next to that, Pistol Pete is also gone. Rob's bottom right flank is slowly but surely diminishing, while the Havoc launchers are chipping away on the Immortals. So the shooting phase has ended, and now the charge phase is beginning. Two war dogs have just charged into some raids that already got diminished. Top left unit already has lost 4 raids out of 6. Bottom right lost 2 out of 6. So let's see how this ends up. Thanks for the support, Ben. Rob is needing it at the moment. And now lost a full unit of raids on the left flank, including the Cryptech. To be honest, Mr. Dodo, I don't think so, because you don't see it often. It's a very consistent list, but it doesn't win everything. And maybe a slight points increase, but why? But I won't. I don't think they would do something like removing the battle line keyword or like a solid nerf. But we'll see. I'm taking the educated guess. We need to wait 1 more week, and then we know more. We all know more.
I definitely think they'll nerf Dick in the upcoming data slate, Mr. Dodo. And I also think that the Chaos Knights will probably go up a couple of points. You don't think so? Dean says no.
We could do that in the Dutch scene to just nerf Dick. Like he only plays with 1900 points. Sounds like a good solution. Yeah.
Or maybe just give Dick one less turn to play. You know, just have him play 4 turns. Might be a solution to our problem.
He would still win. Still.
So Rob scored. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna update these scores right now. So Rob scored 10 points in primary in his turn 2. Yeah. I see Dick forgot to tag one of the bring it downs. What's the third character Dick killed? What's the third character Dick killed? Yeah, I killed the third character.
Nu ben je min 1 wit op mij. En ik heb plus 1 groene keuze.
Oké. Reanimation en dan nog af. Wie terug?
I'm gonna check real quick if these scores are accurate, but it seems to be the case.
3 assassinate, of tenminste 3 units, en dan 4 bring it down.
Maar heb jij die derde character?
Dus Pistol Beach, de Void Dragon en de Technomancer.
En dat voor dan jouw win 2?
Die nergens.
Je hebt één knight nog kwijt. Zijn er 3 dan toch?
Ja.
4.
Dan is het 44, 33, 34.
Alright, so Rob killed 4 knights so far. So he's on 12 and bring it down. And that is it. Yeah, so Dick scored teleport homers with these Nurglings on the top left. And the third character dying was the Technomancer or Chronomancer or whatever Mancer in that unit of raids over there. And the objectives currently, of course, aside from the one in the middle and the Tomb home field objectives, which don't really matter in this game, there's one over here, one over here, one over here. No, wait, that's a marker.
And the last Nightbringer?
Last one's over here. Yeah. So these 3, basically. Oh, and Dick is now creating one over here. On the top over there in the middle.
Als hij meer een kleur pakt, zat het
Right, did Rob already bring in his destroyer from reserve? Yeah, so no, Rob still has one destroyer left in reserve.
Wat jij wil, Romeo.
Rob now falling back with those raids, and I think those are battle shock because he just rolled some desperate escape checks, which they all passed. They all passed their desperate escape.
Ja, nee, maar je moet toch? Ook het.
Dit is echt pro-tactics, hè. Je moet die hoog als eerste dood laten onder die muurtjes gaan, hè. Ik heb er oprecht wel eens over nagedacht, of ik dat niet echt zou, omdat ik genoeg race had om alleen maar de kleine race te doen. Maar ik vond het zo leuk.
Oké, spring.
Now entering the shooting phase. Hij staat hier erop tussen die.
Ja, ik heb seconden.
Zoiets?
Ja, zoveel mogelijk lijnen eruit. Oké, deze zetten deze shot op die Gubbinz. Nice. Gaan we weer. Meer. Voor reroll.
This is now Illuminator Xerath shooting at the Warlocks on the top. I'm not quite sure which one of the two. That's the one, right? Aztec is now putting down his wound marker.
Xerath zit vrij goed in. Tot dan toe.
Taking a couple more wounds. And now Nightbringer going into that same Warlock as well.
Nee, AP2.
Sta hier achter de... Ja, maar jawel. Ja. Goed. Vaten? Vaten. Helaas. Eentje.
And the Nightbringer bringing down another Knight.
Was that a pun? Intended pun?
Let's just say it was.
The Nightbringer bringing down another night? Whoa!
think Rob's doing a good job of bringing down those knights, to be honest. Like, before the game started, we were saying that we thought the Necrons were gonna have a tough time dealing with them.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah,
5 is not going fast enough.
no, and losing the Void Dragon that early on in the game
Yeah.
is probably gonna hurt him. Raid's now charging into that knight in the middle.
Hey, that's not sportsmanlike.
Nightbringer charging the other one.
Als het geen eentje is, dan kan ik het niet zeggen.
Please remove down from the room.
What?
What's the issue with down?
Where?
I don't know. Mr. Dota said, please remove down from the room. There's no down here. Or at least he's on the other side of the room. I don't think our mics will be picking him up.
It might have been me, but no.
Oh, double one? No, that was Dick.
Oh yeah, that was Dick. He was.
He's not here to win any sportsmanship awards, I guess.
Yeah. He was hoping and jinxing Ruubz dice on rolling a double one for his charge with the Nightbringer. And the Nightbringer bringing down another knight. Yes. Knight has fallen for the knight. Bye.
Almost maxed out is bringing down.
Almost.
2 more points to go. So we have the raids fighting the other knight. 5 of them can fight. And as they just calculated, unfortunately Rob is not getting his rerolls, or at least not full rerolls, so he's getting real one state with those raids, but doing 3 wounds. Oh, that knight was already wounded, so he's now down to 1 singular wound. Carnivore is striking back. Doing nothing. Oh, sorry, I'm doing 5 wounds already. Kill 1. Oh, actually, sorry. He did 2 wounds. First did 5 damage, second did 7, so two raids die in the middle over there. Those are brides.
That makes a difference. just nice and low.
And that marks the end of Rob's turn 3. Let me just have a look-see.
Okay, now.
Wat scoort Dick op primary? 10 on the primary.
You know what was also close? It is in the game advanced. Very good. Yeah. Nee, zij. Zou je misschien je Immortals nog terug willen wegen? Zo de hele tijd?
Might sound as a surprise, but the Nurglings on the top left on the battlefield are doing homers again. Just tippy-toeing into the deployment zone.
Yeah, I won't be failing, so I'm just going to fill out those points right now. Oh, and I forgot Rob's homer as well, because that single destroyer that just came in right over here also did a cheeky little deploy. For those of you wondering, Rob did not all of a sudden grow a full set of hair. That was rude, measuring some distances.
Voor degene die thuis zich afvragen, veel bij wie is haar vergeten. Ik heb het totaal afgewisseld. Oké, dat is dit movement. Wil dit verleden. Alles daar. Oh ja, nee,
Bron, why wouldn't the Immortals be eligible for the reactive move? This is okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, sorry. They didn't make a reactive move. It was a shoot and fade, thanks to the Chronomancer, which Rob set up to do so, declared intent, but then forgot to do so. So they retrospectively did that. But thanks for noticing.
It's the old Kickaboo. Well, hello there. Bye bye there.
Nee, dus je moest eerst doodmaken, wil je weer mee. Ja, oké, maar het kan niet eindigen.
Nee, nee, nee. Kijk, als het een landskaart, ja, een landskaart.
Dus je moet hier hiervoor stoppen. Dus het is charge. En hij gaat zo meteen niet meer chargen.
That's
He's Rob.
yeah.
Doesn't matter who's saying it, we agree.
Yeah.
So Dick now firing this War Dog over here into those raids, and his melter gun into this destroyer.
And Ron, you looking forward to your round one opponent, Joey, with his Necrons? Question mark.
Have you played the new Necrons before, Ron? Curious to see how Nitch will do into them.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Ron is bringing Nitch.
Oh yeah.
It's a safe assumption, but still.
To my buy. Hey, hey, not like that, hey. Cheeky devil.
Yeah, so that destroyer is gone. And the raids passing all their saves.
Zijn er weer twee voor best lang of niet?
Goed, er is maar eentje.
Ja, dan is het best, dus 7. 7. Zeg je dan maar tegen mij. 2. Hij in de lucht. Of in de nu was dat ik dat die andere gasten gebeld op zijn. Dus je het gewoon zat dat. Nee, ik bedoel de Raves. Dan de laatste, de... Nee. Oh, die chip ligt hier. Ja, nee, die ligt bij de Raves.
Ja.
De laatste in de Ruubz. 4. Wordt dat 6 of wordt dat 5?
Even kijken hoor. 5, echt een 6.
Nee, dat ik dan zeg en dan alsnog niet in de race zit. Nee, maar dat is het inderdaad. 2 minuten. Oké, dan wordt er gechargeerd. Hij chargeert.
Oh, charge phase.
Phase.
First knight into the raids in the middle.
Where did the roll the double one?
Really? Again?
Sucks to be him. The other knight makes it in though.
Same with Joseph in my game. He failed so many charges, and at a certain point, it's like all of his charges were 5 or lower. And then he re-rolls 1, double 6. Okay, he's in.
Ja, Josh wel allebei. No reason not to.
No, Ron's just claiming that he'll have an easy victory, I guess.
He is making a ballsy statement.
Is it that ballsy though? I mean, it's Joey.
Oh, it's not a 20-0. Don't underestimate Joey, Ron.
Also, don't overestimate him.
Yeah.
Just estimate him.
To look at Joey's list, Canoptic Court, Necrons, Castle Priest. He has a Nightbringer and Transcendent Catan, no surprises there. A Plasmancer, and Technomancer, and another Technomancer, probably for his 2 units of raids. Let me double check. Yeah, 2 units of raids, so one of them is infiltrating. And then the Plasmancer goes into Gauss Blast Immortals to get those lethal hits off on 5s. Then he has 1 unit of Canoptic Acanthrites. That's a infiltrating wraith-like unit with Melta cannons. That if he claims the midboard, they also get rerolled to hits. He has 2 Doomstalkers, unit of Scarabs, 1 heavy destroyer, another heavy destroyer, and another heavy destroyer. So those could be potentially scary for the big bugs, and then 2 units Doomblades. So
Maybe you should just take away that keyboard from Aaron, Ron. Maybe just not leave him unattended with your computer and your keyboard.
yeah.
Estimate.
Yeah. Apparently Aaron is typing on Ron's behalf.
And Ron thoroughly agrees.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm very curious. I think he has enough tools to handle big bugs, but
The Necrons.
yeah.
Yeah. The raids actually will do some damage into those
Yeah.
big bugs over time.
Same with all the gauss with the lethals. I'm surprised he didn't bring Saraz.
Yeah, I don't think he has the model.
Because I told him so.
Yeah, I told him so.
Yeah.
I think he didn't have the model painted, and he just went for whatever
Yeah.
in my cabinet.
Whatever's painted, whatever's in the suitcase. Besides Canoptic Acanthrites. Oh, by the way, they can worsen your armor save, so stuff can get additional AP when firing at the same target as the Acanthrites had
Armor of
fired.
Contempt in reverse.
The what?
Armor of Contempt in reverse.
Yeah, but only on 6 to wound.
Oh.
Yeah.
Catan are weak. We just saw one die from one war dog. Easy claps.
Is it JC or CJ?
I reckon JC. Because CJ actually does own a keyboard, we found out. And apparently Ron, JC, and Aaron are sharing one.
What?
Well, Ron is now quoting JC, Aaron is typing for him, and then all of a sudden he chimes in as well. I think they're just, cuddling up on the couch, sharing one laptop.
Uh-huh. They're also staying in a hotel somewhere over here. Or what?
Yeah, no. Could be.
I don't know what suddenly happened, but there's a carnivore in the Immortals. On the bottom of the screen. So something has made a charge. And he tactically ran away from the Nightbringer.
Je moet nou ook wel shock gooien als we gewoon een blow straks doen.
Ja. Hallo?
Yes. There is it. Oh wel.
Besides the fact that there's a carnivore in the line on the bottom of the screen, so the immortals are also battle shocked and the raids are battle shocked. And the raids in the middle of the board are also battle shocked. Because Chaos Knights.
Ja.
Over. Oké. Mannenvliegen.
Heb ik niet gebruikt. Dit is heel retarded. Ik denk dat deze zou ik altijd willen doen. Moet ik dan altijd doen? Ja, maar als je vraagt aan je tegenstander en het is een kutron, dan zegt hij nou dan. Ja, maar ik vind hoofd anders is anders. Ik vind het in deze richting ook niet. Als nu van normaal. Ja, nee. Dat maar één. Daarom. Dat is dan ook zo. Meer dan één is mooi.
So coming down to the top of turn 4. Just gonna put in the scores again.
What is Thomas talking about? What is happening?
I'm not sure. I don't really know what to make out of that comment now.
Is this a political comment? Because we don't do politics.
All right. Yeah, it's the score is pretty close, man. Going down to the wire.
Nee, we zetten daar nog neer.
Already at the combat phase, by the looks of it.
Slap, slap, slapping away.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, it was not combat phase. The immortals fell back and he did desperate breakouts.
Oh, because they're battle shocked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half his army is battle shocked. Unit wise though. Model-wise, even more. Oh, rates are also falling back. Uh, Nightbringer moved a bit away from the objective, but still within 3 inches. Now it's a shooting phase.
Now, okay, we were way ahead of time there.
Yeah.
Not slapping, shooting.
Yeah, the fact that he has an opinion about Necrons says enough. No, kidding. Um, Still, we're gonna find out tomorrow if the nits will go through the crons like a hot knife through butter. To be honest, yeah. We are also seeing that if a kinetic core does not have the rerolls because half of the objectives are controlled, or more than half of the objectives are controlled by a certain night player, it doesn't do a lot. It's looking pretty tense. Not sure if he can bring down any knights this turn. But, oh. Also Wraith. Now the Wraiths in combat in the middle of the battlefield, and already one Wraith down. And Dick makes his saves. So the War Dog is still holding the objective in the middle, unfortunately. And now Dick scores 15 on his primary, equaling out. No, getting the lead on primary score. Teleport homers is still going. They're both scoring the same amount. Now let's see if Dick can score some assassinate points. Guess what? Nurglings on the top left are hovering again. One of the brigands on the top of the screen is saying peekaboo. And what else? Oh boy. Wardog on the bottom, well, middle, bottom middle. Now move to bottom left. Uh, going for the home base objective, although it's not worth any primary points or secondaries because they got fixed. He is in charge range now for the one of the characters. As Mr. Dodo is clearly pointing out, the scores are pretty even, although the Necron force is slowly whittling away. And with every model gone, there's also less push to take the knights out. As you can see now, all of the knights are moving towards the center to get that push into the middle.
No, I'm updating everything now. So, Dick scored 15 on his primary. What? Yeah.
Ja, ik heb gezegd alles hier. Achteraf kunnen jullie de motor zien, maar dat is dom. 5 voor 4.
Yeah, so Martijn, the Chaos Knights are now actually, I think, drawn ahead in points just a little bit. And as Brian indeed rightfully pointed out, the yeah, okay, but they're closing the gap at least, and the Necrons look way thinner on the ground than the Chaos Knights at this stage. Also because that Nightbringer, if he moves away from the objective, Rob loses 5 primary points.
Well, to be honest, I think he has to next turn.
Oh yeah, of course. After this, it will be Ron's turn or Rob's turn, turn 5.
Yeah,
So you can't just move.
yeah.
Around. Yeah.
So he scores the primary points and walks away, shoots a knight, charges a knight.
Then assuming that Dick will
Yeah.
score end of his turn, probably score 15.
Yeah. That is, of course, if the Nightbringer survives.
That is true.
Although the main focus looks to be on the raids in the middle.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, another raid down.
Yeah, so Dick now going for a split fire with that one Wardog over here. So all the Gatling and Indirect going into that Chronomancer, and then the Melta going into Illuminator Xerath in the building over there. Taking care of the Chronomancer will get Dick 4 points on his Assassinate, of course. Rob failing one of his saves on Illuminated Zeros on that Melta, but re-rolling it for CP. He'd be good. Now chipping away at the Immortals with some Havoc. So it comes down to charges now. So that knight over there declaring a charge on both the Doomstalker? Is it called a Doomstalker? War of the Worlds Walker. I don't know. Doomstalker? Yeah, alright, cool. And the raids on the bottom over there. And now charging here. Seeing if you can get to that character in that Immortal unit. There's 3 Immortals left, I believe. And Tank Shock doing the business over there. the Immortals are gone, and now it's just the Cryptek left over there. Yeah, but the Wardog can still make it.
Yeah. Yes, pile in and now smacking a Chronomancer to death in the face.
In the fire! And Chronomancer dying to a Slaughter Claw.
That's another assassinate.
That is true. Maxed assassinate right there. Which would also mean that Dick is now officially ahead in the points.
Did you also take down the Cryptek in the middle for assassinate?
Yeah, he's maxed it.
Yeah.
Ja, die ene had maar één. Dus mooi dood. Oké, dan is de laatste. Jeroen heeft geen save.
And the Raid's dying to that knight over there.
Die heb je nog wel. Want het is...
Ja, dit is omdat je laatste model nog steeds weet save vangen dat jij nou moet vallen.
Maar het is altijd zo. Ik doe één activation. Terwijl ik het doe voor de jongens. Twee.
Dit is dezelfde situatie net.
Ja, maar we doen het ook hetzelfde als net.
Nee.
Dus als de...
Oké, nou dat was mijn beurt. Ik heb Assassination gemaakt. Teleporthammers op 15. Jij krijgt 1 primary.
That marks the end of Dick's turn 4. So going into Rob's turn 5. He scores 10 on the primary.
Yep. Time to move off and destroy shit. Toch?
Ja, dus 77. Die ga ik dan weer doodmaken. Met mijn 2 moeders. Ja, die moet nog staan. Is dat mijn beurt? Sorry, dat duurt. Mooi vast, hè? Ja, dus die firms. Heb je niet 3 meer goed?
So due to battle shock, he's doing a
Crows or whatever it's called.
yeah something stratagem that birds fly away from knights and start doing mortal wounds, which took down another Cryptek.
So Rob basically has his Nightbringer left on the table, the Illuminate Tower, and the Doomstalker.
It's called a terror shade.
Right. I think the guys are actually now talking it out because Rob noticed that even by bringing down one more knight, which will max his bring it down, and then deploying on one more teleport Homer, I mean, it will get him 5 points, and then Dick still needs to score his primary and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're talking it out.
Last turn, just last turn.
Yeah, just last turn.
He's like, even if I score max points, hit.
Right.
It's
So
not
let's
enough.
assume that Rob still does one more teleport Homer and kills one more knight. But then Dick is gonna.
So the
get
champion of champions.
15. There we have it.
So 82.
94 to 82
Yeah.
to Dick. And there you have it, folks. That rounds up the Invitational DTC tournament. Dick facing Daniel, then Joseph, and then Rob to take it all the way home in a grueling Swiss system deathmatch.
What's
knockout.
Swiss? Yeah. You'll probably hear more about it tomorrow during the DTC finals.
100%.
Yeah.
For now, we're gonna pack up and go to bed, and hopefully we'll see you guys either here live in the gaming room, or otherwise hopefully here on the Tube's View, where I'll be joined by the Panda. Bri, thank you very much for sitting in with me for the last two games.
No worries.
Thanks everyone for tuning in for the past two games, and we'll hope to see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Later.